Hey guys, it's me, Chloe. You may have noticed that I haven't posted a video in about 2 years, and let me just explain that. It's because this channel is actually a part of my Girl Scout Gold Award, and my project is to create kind of a social media platform for people with ostomies, especially the younger demographic, and I kind of wanted to set kind of like a community for ostomates to kind of get advice and meet other people through social media rather than through the UOA website. But of course this will also be featured on the UOA website. And I kind of just wanted to make a little support system that I never had when I was a child growing up with an ostomy, and I wanted to make more resources. The more resources, the better. And so that was the whole premise of creating this project for my Girl Scout Gold Award, which is a community service project to help my community, which I defined as the ostomy community. And so from now on, there will be new videos whenever, maybe once a week, twice a week. I am actually a college student, so I do have college and I have a job, but basically I will be taking video suggestions. I can do things about like types of like bags and like storage and how to like work. I have a job, so I can talk about how to like deal with an ostomy while you're at a job, like with bosses or coworkers, relationships. I can pretty much talk about my experience with any topic. But today we're going to be talking about traveling with an ostomy, which is kind of relevant to me right now because I'm flying on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, for the United Ostomy Association conference, which happens every 2 years, and I've been twice before, once in 2003 when I was very young, and once 2 years ago with my dad, and it was just been the most beneficial experience of my life. It was amazing. I just can't even describe how amazing it is for, like, it's such an asset for ostomates to go to, and it's just such a great experience, and I really encourage anyone to go check it out on the UOA website if you can go to any future conference, if you can attend any, maybe you want to attend a regional conference in your area, they do have those. It's just such a great resource. You can meet so many people with ostomies, you can meet nurses, they have a clinic. You can learn how to be advocates. They have little like seminars. They teach you about things like nutrition and fitness and working and basically anything that I would talk about as well. But I was thinking of actually vlogging while I was at the conference and like my experience and what we do there. So maybe thumbs up this video if you want to do that. But yeah, that's gonna be a really good experience for me. I'm really excited about it. So today I'm gonna be talking about traveling with an ostomy, and I have this little pouch here which has most of my, I actually keep this in my car. It has most of my supplies for traveling, and I got this actually at a UOA conference a few years back. So this, let me just open it up. I don't know if you can see, but basically it's this thing. There's a mirror, but it's there's a little pouch right here, and then there's another little pouch right here with a mirror, and then there's one more here. So it has a lot of little pockets to put all of your supplies into. Oh, stuff just fell out. So there's this pocket at the top right here, which opens like that, and in here I put little plastic bags and these little skin barrier things that I put along the side of the wafer, basically just when I go swimming or for extra like security. So these are from Coloplast, and they're really good. If you've never tried them before, you should get them. And then I just have more of the basic supplies that I use, and I actually switch around a lot because having my ostomy for my whole life, I have a lot of supplies, and I just kind of switch it around a lot. I like to try new things, and I kind of just have different bags for different occasions. And I can do a video about that too if you want, like trying to find whichever bag is best for you, because it took me about like 5 or 6 years to find the perfect appliance for me, and so I can do a video all about that if you guys want. And so yeah, I just have paste in here, which is the paste I use all the time. This is from Convatec. I've used it basically my whole life. It's a pretty good seal. And then scissors, which I don't know if you can actually take these on an airplane, but if you can't, then you should do the pre-cutting before it. But yeah, so here I have, okay, here is the second, let me just take the mirror out. Here is the second pocket, and this has a bunch of wafers in it. So I have about 6 in here, and so rule of thumb I like to use is however long you're traveling for, bring twice as many appliances as you think you're going to need, because you're going to be in a new environment, you're going to be doing like a new lifestyle on your vacation, and you don't know how your skin or your appliance is going to react to the new like environment you're in, so you may need to like change it more often. It may come off, and you kind of should bring more than you think that you're going to need, because it's better to like have too much than too little, which has happened to me before. So I always bring extras. So if I'm going for about a week for the UOA conference, because I'm staying with family, so I'm bringing 2 weeks worth of appliances, which I'm not too, normally I would probably bring more than that, but since I'm going to be at the conference and there'll be supplies there, I'm not too worried about that being not enough. So yeah, I have about 6 in here, but there's like only a limited amount that can fit. So I have about 6, and then I have more in my carry-on and in my carry-on. And here, I only have 1 in here right now, but this is an adhesive remover. And basically I just use this to either take off the appliance or to like kind of clean it up like better if I don't have enough like wipes with me, because this is really good adhesive. This is from Coloplast, and it makes your skin completely like dry to where it will stick, and not like, it doesn't leave any like gross film on it like some other brands. So that's another tip. But yeah, and then in this last pocket, which is this little zip pocket right here, I have bags. So right now, as of today, I'm using these Hollister closed end bags. I have a colostomy, so I like the closed end ones. I can do another video on closed end versus open or 2-piece. I do use a 2-piece. And so I have Hollister right here, and I have about like 10 in here. These are kind of small, but of course I have more than that. For bags, I actually take like 3 times as much as I will need, because I may be like switching those off of the wafer more than changing the full appliance. And then I take different kinds, because if I want to go swimming, I don't want to be using this long bulky one. So that is basically what is in mine. And so yeah, also when you do travel, you may have other problems with your appliance, and it may like come off in not good situations. It may come off on an airplane. You may have to change your ostomy on an airplane, which is not a good situation, but I have done that before, and that's why also, it's not in here, but I also bring some ostomy deodorant in here. So they have these little drops that you can put in the bag so it like has no odor. Those work pretty well. It depends on the person, but I do bring some of those, and you can also get those from, I think I get mine from 3M. I don't really know. I can make a video on more supplies. I have drawers and drawers of supplies for basically everything. I've kind of spent my whole life collecting all of the supplies. So, and then of course they give you more at the conference, which is another reason you should go to the conference. They have a whole exhibition hall where they have pretty much all of the suppliers come, and they talk to you about like what appliance works best for you. Oh, do you want to try this? Like here's our part numbers, and it depends on, like, they're just really there to cater to your specific needs in your lifestyle, and that's kind of really important, is finding an appliance that caters to your lifestyle and is perfect for you. You don't want it to be like coming off every single day. You don't want it to be in your way all the time when you're doing your basic life activities, when whether you're at work or you're taking care of your children. You want it to have a secure seal, and that's really important, is finding the appliance that works best for your lifestyle. And at the conference, they really like make sure that you have that access to all of the supplies that you can get to, which is really helpful, especially for me, who really I'm always into what else is out there, what else can I try, is there something that can give me better results, which is a really good mindset to have. So it's really important to like kind of expect more from your supplies and like really demand like the best. So that's basically what I bring with me when I travel. I do have more like in little pockets. I kind of keep it like every part of my suitcase, so if I'm like What if my suitcase gets lost? What if I lose something? I will always want to have something on me. Which is kind of good, because what if you don't have something on you and you have a leak, which is not a situation you want to be in. I think I've been in that situation before when I was younger. But if you guys want, I can do a whole separate video on like my personal experiences, things that I have learned the hard way, and basically other experiences with traveling and swimming. And don't be afraid to swim with an ostomy. That is a good rule. Don't be afraid to swim with an ostomy. They make special like swimwear and appliances and other things that I can talk about some more. So basically I can do whichever videos. I can do a collection of my own appliances, my storage, what I like to bring with me to school, to work, my experience in college, my experience at work. So whichever you guys think will be beneficial to you, I can make a video on that. But for now, this is what I bring with me in my car and when I go traveling. And it also has this little hangy thing right here so that you can hang it up, but like I don't really use that very much. But this is a really good thing to have. I don't really know where the brand is Secure Smart. So you can probably get that online or on Amazon somewhere or something similar to this. But I picked mine up at the national conference a few years ago, and this has been very handy. It's nice and like compact and small, and it has a little shaving mirror. So that's always good. So that is pretty much what I bring when you travel. Again, bring more than you think that you're going to need. Bring, like, if you think that you have enough, you don't. Bring more. Supplies is always something that you should make room for. Like, yes, make room for your supplies, make room for all of your appliances, because you never want to be out of it. You never want to go through so many and be out of it. You never want to be in that situation. So if you need to overpack on it, you should. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to give it a thumbs up if you would like me to do my vlogs for the United Ostomy Association conference or traveling even more. And oh, TSA, I was going to talk about TSA. For TSA, when you go on like maybe flights to far away or international flights, they do the patting down, they do like the pre-check. And I don't travel very much, so I'm not as familiar with this, but I actually have a card that was given to me by the UOA that says like, you don't have to do this, I have this medical appliance, I'm fine. And you can get those from the UOA. You can probably get those online. I can put a link in the description to where I can find those, but that's really helpful to have. And another thing that my parents have told me is to get a same gendered person. Like, I always have a woman do it as opposed to a man. That's just a personal preference thing. But whichever, I know some ostomates get really nervous about going through TSA, but if you just kind of communicate with them and tell them like, oh, I do have this appliance, then they'll kind of level with you and they'll understand. But I've never actually had a bad experience, so if you have, please tell me about it in the comments, and I hope nobody's had a bad experience with TSA. But yeah, that concludes this video. Please, if you have any questions, comment them down below. I always respond. Comment any video suggestions down below, and remember to like and subscribe for more content every week. Thank you guys. I hope I helped you out today. So have a good rest of your summer.